Have you ever heard someone say, I do some of my best thinking when I'm walking or when I'm in nature? I've heard a lot of people say this, and I think I used to really identify with this too, or at least I was intrigued and sort of soothed by this notion. But not anymore. Nowadays, when I get my physical body propelling into nature, when I oil myself into the momentum of my personal movement, I'm most impressed and grateful for the fact that I hardly do any actual thinking. This is a massive achievement for me. I was a devastating overthinker of a human. It honestly pains me to think about it, which is ironic. Constantly torturing myself in the throes of people-pleaser, shoulda, woulda, coulda scenarios, it was really awful. And when I read The Power of Now and was told that my brain did not have to represent me, my body, or anything about how I actually felt and moved through life, it was truly the relief of my lifetime. Over the last few years, amid deep physical healing, nature has been my sanctuary for neuroplasticity, a soft place to effortlessly settle into the gap. It's that spiritual guru sweet sauce that they all talk about, that juicy nowness that could never, ever be put into words. Tapping the moments of my deepest human presence, where my brain just turns off. It's probably the most beautiful, welcomed feeling I have ever had. The morning we embarked on this 9-mile mountain hike, swarming with mosquitoes and lots of snow, which, as a side note, we were utterly and honestly kind of embarrassingly unprepared for.
Are these huckleberries?
I wasn't really feeling that well. Emotionally, I just felt heavy and drained and kind of icky. Just one of those days, I thought, and they always pass, right? But the moment I put my head to bed and my feet to ground and my body to water, I felt so incredibly good in all facets. Nature and nothingness, it recharges me like nothing else, and this was such a sacred reminder of that. Something I should never forget. But I do. I still do forget it. We don't always have to figure everything out. We don't always have to agonize over decision-making and our next moves. We can just be. We really can. And when you manage to do this and practice this, those answers you would have been pining over, they just well up inside you when you're ready for them. It feels like an ice bath. Knowing and intuition, it's just the ability to be, and that's it. Nature's here to wash away and ease our pain. No numbing, no name calling, just the slow beating rhythm of remedy. Now if I hear people say, I do some of my best thinking while walking or while out in nature, I think to myself, I do some of my best thinking too. Because I usually don't really think at all. And sometimes this is the best human thinking we could ever do. On the way home from this epic hike, I got my favorite ever local salad and I went to bed a completely different human than the one I woke up to. Life is good.